Hello, dear friends. When you are calm and stable, attentive to attention, the universal design is always clear. The open consciousness is not obscured. Then you have autonomy of action and you can face whatever arises. Li Dao Chun, Taoist master, 12th century. Opinion piece. Wealth transfer. Economic imbalance. Global shift of resources. We are in a unique moment. There are two different worlds: planetary change from 3D to 5D, paths of redemption and purification. Let's start. The current transfer of wealth between countries is occurring in a context of global imbalances that dwarf all previous disturbances, according to Peter B. Mayer. What's more, all the world's currencies are fiat currencies that are showing signs of decline. 1.2% of adults own almost half of the world's wealth, while more than half of the population owns only 1.1%. This is a unique situation that has never been seen before in human history. That is an opportunity for change that may never arise again. A transfer of wealth is anticipated on a scale never seen before. Wealth transfer plays a crucial role in addressing the deficit and financing needs between countries, contributing to economic stability and global growth. This situation reflects a complex interplay of economic challenges, including persistent global imbalance, concentration of wealth, and the changing nature of fiat currencies. More than at any other time in history, people with savings have a chance to survive the coming financial crisis. Conventional wisdom in the precious metals industry is that gold and silver are not investments, but rather wealth insurance. Planetary change. Human beings on planet Earth now find themselves in a unique moment in the universe where two different worlds exist simultaneously on our planet: the negative 3D world and the positive 5D world. This situation was created from above to separate the awake from the asleep. The 5D world will become in the new Earth. The 3D sleepers will move to another primitive planet. Only one third of the current population has chosen transformation, has left their material life behind, and is now feeling the symptoms of the new energetic frequency shift, a shift not only for human beings, but also for animals, plants, and other beings, everything else on our planet. In the fifth dimension, planet Earth is recovering its positive capacity to value nature, for organic foods, for happiness, to create paths of redemption and purification. Human beings must learn to think independently and act innovatively. Most, if not all, existing parameters will be obsolete. It will completely change the meaning and recognition of the value of money compared to today, and everyone will have enough money to live on. It will no longer be necessary to steal or exploit others to buy something. The only limit will be one's own wealth. Everyone will be free to pursue their hobbies and work wherever and whenever they want. Many will wonder, when will the change come? The answer is, it is coming now, slowly but surely. There is no turning back. The speed of change depends on the awakening of the masses. It is gradual so that as many human beings as possible wake up. Opinions. Robert Kiyosaki warns of a fall in the dollar if the BRICS gold cryptocurrency is successful. He recommends investing money in alternative assets, such as gold or silver, to protect against hyperinflation. The Bank of Canada says to prepare for a financial crisis. In quotes, some indicators of financial stress have increased. At the same time, the valuations of some financial assets appear to have stretched. This could increase the risk of a sharp correction that could put stress on the entire system. The recent increase in the use of leverage in non-bank financial institutions could amplify the effects of such a correction. Close quotes. The best is yet to come, according to Paris data. There is a slow but steady flow of positive events that are taking the field now, along with a great deal of spiritual push coming from beyond. And although we have not yet reached its completion, our crossing is underway and it is unavoidable. This whole movement says that humankind is becoming more conscious and moving towards enlightenment. Curious. Another giant solar flare caused radio blackout on Monday. The event peaked on May 14th, causing a severe radio blackout over North America. The big storm has subsided and is now small. Forecasters say minor to moderate geomagnetic storms are possible in response to a large sunspot. Elon Musk predicts that AI will surpass humans to the point that biological intelligence will only be 1%. Economy. The recession began in October 2023. Prepare for a geoeconomic bombshell in 2024, the arrival of a decentralized monetary ecosystem, says Pepe Escobar. Former World Bank chief David Malpass predicts financial disaster by 2025. Fed Chairman Powell says inflation has been higher than previously thought, but he expects the interest rate to remain stable. Chad and Niger turn their backs on the West and look for new international partners. The US imposes tariffs on $18 billion on strategic goods it imports from China. Beijing protests to the US over the increase in tariffs on Chinese strategic goods. EU envoy Jittenstein accuses China of undermining the West. Biden signs bill banning imports of Russian uranium. Trump considers Nikki Haley as his running mate for vice-president. Without Russian gas, the entire European economy could face a serious crisis. Russia discovered the largest oil reserve in the world in a place in Antarctica that is almost impossible to exploit. Big banks funnel hundreds of billions into fossil fuel industry, report says. Conflicts, putting words of the risk of a global clash. A study shows that the vast majority of campus protests are peaceful and that repression is not justified. The situation in Ukraine is on the verge of collapse. The Russian attack in northeastern Ukraine opens a new front and redoubles the pressure. London admits it gave Kiev permission to attack Crimea with British weapons. Spain. Banco Santander reports a computer attack on a database. Catalonia puts pressure on the lowest incomes. They pay 445 euros more in personal income tax than Madrid residents. Ibiza and Mallorca toughen legislation against sex, alcohol, and drugs tourism. Americas. The strength of the Mexican peso scares away Americans. The Bank of Mexico closed 2023 with $1 million losses. Should the alarms go off? Mexico affirms that irregular immigration to the US decreased by 50% in 4 months. Intentional homicides in Mexico fall by 20% in the final stretch of AMLO's 6-year term. The IMF highlights Argentina's performance and enables the possibility of new loans. The alliance between Milei and the US worries Chile. In quotes, the gateway to Antarctica is at stake. El Salvador mined almost 474 bitcoins, adding to the state's holding of cryptocurrencies in the last 3 years. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.